Hello, hello, salutations. Thank you for watching another episode of Bobby's Podcast. Wherever you get your streaming, I'm on there, and also on all major platforms on socials at Bobby's Podcast. So I love this topic, and I wanted to help you live a better life. Look at me being Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Life is hard, so it's nice when you find a way to make it less hard. Someone on Reddit asked, what's a random life hack you swear by, even if nobody says it works? So we're going to go into the 8 life hacks that people swear by, and I would love to know what your life hack is in the comments. Please leave that because a boy needs some help. Let's start with number 8. A spoonful of sugar helps the hiccups go down. People claim that a packet or 2 of sugar stops hiccups immediately. I will say I had a friend who told me to, when I had hiccups, she goes, do a hiccup for me. So I tried to do a hiccup and then my hiccup stopped. So I don't know if it was all mental. I think it's a physical thing, but for some reason it stopped my hiccup. So maybe pretend to do a hiccup. Here's one that I'm not sure is advised. They say number 7's tip is microwave everything twice as long with half the heat. That sounds like too complicated math for me. So like 2 minutes on 5 instead of 1 minute on full power. It'll cook more evenly. You lost me. That's too much instructions. Just heat up the damn food. This one's rich, deep and rich. Number 6 says put a slice of bread in your mouth while cutting onions. They claim that it absorbs some of the compounds that make your eyes sting in water, like you're crying onions. Experts say it's dumb, but people on Reddit swear by it. So let me know if you would try. That sounds so stupid. Can you imagine walking in and you just got a piece of bread in your mouth and you're cutting onions? That's weird. Number 5 is actually a good life hack that I do, and I don't do the actual process of writing. I do my own texting. So I send myself a text thread of things that I need to know and ideas and concepts that I like to do for the podcast or things that I'm doing with my kids or family or plans or something like that. They say write down every good idea that you have. Don't depend on your memory. And I have to say that is really big because if you've got ADHD like me, man, those ideas when they come, they're like bing. So I like to strike while the brain is hot and text it to myself so I don't forget it later on. So I think that's a really good life hack that I can tell you works for a fact. I just realized that as I tap the desk, the phone shakes, so I apologize. Hope you don't have vertigo. Number 4, slow down to speed up. You're more likely to make mistakes if you rush. This should probably follow this advice, especially doing the podcast, because I like to do motor mouth because I speak fast when I'm hyper or excited because I like doing this. So they say slow down to speed up. You're more likely to make mistakes if you rush the process. Then you have to go back and do it again. So it takes longer in the end. So number 4, slow down. Number 3 is an interesting life hack. They say open a bag of chips from the bottom. They say it's where all the seasoning rests. Flipping the bag makes it sprinkle down, so you have better tasting chips all the way through. I never really thought of that before. You know what I wish they would do is fill up the damn bag of chips. Every time you open it, it's literally less than halfway full, and we're paying $5 for some Doritos? Not on my watch! Life hack and tip number 2. Number 2 at ranking. Want a shorter wait time at the DMV? They say show up just before it closes for the day. Everything moves faster because the workers want to go home. I wonder if that life hack works at our local DMVs or your local DMV. Thankfully I don't have to go, but yeah, maybe try that one. And number 1's life hack that people swear by on Reddit that can help you live a better life. And I don't do this one, so I need your support, or I should say your feedback on this one, because I'm not a coffee drinker. They say put a pinch of salt in your coffee. Apparently, it makes the taste way better. The coffee tastes more coffee. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. The coffee tastes like coffee. And I have to say, I've seen enough cooking shows when, like Ina Garten, for example, and I'm kind of telling on myself because I watched The Barefoot Contessa. She's an odd character to me, and I love watching her show because I think she's nuts. But if you pay attention to the stuff that she makes, she's actually a really good chef and cook. And she made this chocolate cake one time. She made a weird 3-tier wedding anniversary cake just for her and her husband, Jeffrey, who's never home, by the way. Anyway, she said she puts instant coffee into her chocolate because she said it makes the chocolate taste like chocolate. So maybe there might be a trick to adding salt to your coffee, but let me know if that works. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Add your own life hacks and what you think works because I would like to try them. A boy is struggling in life, and however we can make it simpler and more efficient. I always had this saying when I worked in radio, work smarter, not harder. So if you've got any of those tips, feel free to drop them in the comments. As always, thank you for watching or streaming another episode of Bobby's Popcast. I appreciate you, I adore you, and I love you. And I'm going to end with this one. Cut the check!